when you kick off after dark. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Colorado's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayden. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Buffaloes are facing third and inches. He'll go to the sneak.
QB sneak. Picks up 1. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. They're setting up the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
A great job on the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Powers forward. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Salter. Gets it out quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Miller. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. We've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Atkins. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Buffaloes are on the move. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. catch in the middle. It's Thomas. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sanford. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He finds a soft spot in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Second down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And you gotta love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Wegman. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. grabbed over the middle. It's Atkins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Leaves it with the back. Just ran him over. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Looking to pass, it's Salter. The short hands, it's Miller. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Going to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. 3 periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the 4th. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snags it. Touchdown, Houston. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
We finally get some points on the board. The defense has been dominating the day. Unbelievable job. 3 quarters of shutout football. Now finally some points on the board. Let's see where this goes now once you've created some momentum.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off play action on first down. Fires complete on the crosser.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
On the run, it's Sanford. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gibson on the option. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
They go back on play. It's a turnover on down.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. He's open on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayden.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting it to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And the Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And this D's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now at quarterback and wide receiver. You're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense I'm playing tight coverage.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure I understand if I don't get the first down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This offense, they got to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, and start running some plays.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Wegman. He's got it. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder will find a spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. And it's